Hey, beautiful people. I am so happy again that you're here with me today. Go ahead and get extra comfy. Maybe grab your favorite fuzzy socks, a soft pillow to hug, or a warm cup of cocoa. Because today we're talking about something that is going to change absolutely everything, changing your limiting beliefs and finally truly trusting yourself. Now, I know limiting beliefs sounds like a heavy, serious term from a psychology textbook, but in our cozy corner, we think of it like this. Limiting beliefs are just like old, itchy gray sweaters that you've outgrown, but you're still wearing them because you forgot you were allowed to take them off. They are those little pesky whispers in the back of your mind that say, I'm not smart enough for that, or I always mess things up eventually, or people like me don't get those kinds of sparkly opportunities. If you want to reach that confident, bold version of you, the one who walks into a room with a natural sparkle in their eye and a deep, quiet sense of, I've got this, we have to swap those itchy sweaters for something that actually fits who you are today. And the best part? We're going to do it in the cutest, most supportive way possible. No mean self talk is allowed in this house. Before we start our belief makeover, let's take a big, deep, sparkly breath together. Inhale all that new, fresh confidence and exhale those old, dusty I can'ts and I'm not enoughs. Just let them float away like autumn leaves in the wind. There we go. Feel your heart open up just a little bit more. The first thing we have to understand is that a belief is just a thought you've thought a lot of times. That's it. It's not a law of the universe, it's not a permanent fact, and it's definitely not a life sentence. Most of our limiting beliefs were actually given to us by other people when we were too little to know any better. Maybe a grumpy teacher, a stressed out parent, or even just a mean kid on the playground 10 years ago. You've been carrying their heavy baggage around all this time. To change your beliefs efficiently, you have to become a belief detective. Start noticing when those I can't thoughts pop up during your day. Instead of just believing them like they're the news, look at them and ask, is this actually true right now, or is this just an old dusty story someone told me once? Usually, once you shine a little bit of light on them, those big, scary beliefs start to look pretty small and a little bit silly. Now, let's talk about the evidence journal shortcut. This is one of my favorite ways to build self trust. The reason we often don't trust ourselves is that we have a file folder in our brain that is overflowing with every mistake we've ever made, every time we tripped, and every time we felt embarrassed. To rewire for confidence, we need to build a brand new folder. Starting tonight, I want you to keep a win list in a cute notebook or even just in the Notes app on your phone. Every single night before bed, write down 3 things you did well. It doesn't have to be, I won a gold medal. It can be, I made a really yummy, nourishing breakfast. I was brave and sent that email I was scared of. Or I chose to be kind to myself when I made a mistake today. When you consciously look for evidence that you are capable and trustworthy, your brain has no choice but to start believing it. You're basically training your mind to see your own magic instead of just the mess. Another amazing tool for boosting confidence is the Bestie Filter. We are often so much meaner to ourselves than we would ever be to anyone else in the whole world. If your absolute best friend came to you and said, I'm so nervous about this new project, I don't think I'm good enough to do it, would you say, yeah, you're right, you're probably going to fail? Of course not. You'd give them a big hug and remind them of 3 times they were a total superstar. To trust yourself more, you have to start using that bestie filter on your own internal monologue. Every time you're being hard on yourself, stop and ask, would I say this out loud to my best friend? If the answer is no, then you aren't allowed to say it to yourself either. You deserve the same kindness, the same patience, and the same loud cheering that you give to everyone else. But honey, we have to talk about the confidence loop. This is a little secret. A lot of people think they need to feel confident before they do something brave, but it actually works the other way around. Confidence is a reward or a gift you get after you take a little action. Think of it like learning to ride a bike or even just learning a new dance. You didn't feel confident at first, you felt wobbly, a little shaky, and probably a bit scared, but you got on the bike anyway. And after a few tries, you realized, hey, I'm doing it. That's exactly when the confidence showed up. To trust yourself, you have to be willing to be a wobbly beginner first. Take one tiny, bravish step today. Maybe it's speaking up in a meeting or wearing that bright outfit you love but were afraid was too much. Every time you do something while feeling a little nervous, you're telling your subconscious, see, I can handle being uncomfortable. And that is how real, unshakable self trust is built. One of the most powerful ways to rewire your beliefs is through identity shifting. Your subconscious mind loves to stay consistent with who you think you are. If you tell yourself, I am a shy, quiet person, your brain will actually make sure you act shy to keep you safe in that identity. To reach your next level confidence, I want you to start using I am statements for the person you are becoming. Say things like, I am a person who trusts their intuition, or I am becoming more confident and sparkly every single day. Even if it feels a little bit like pretend at first, your brain eventually stops fighting it and starts accepting it as the new truth. You're basically giving your mind a new, beautiful confidence cape to wear until it just becomes your regular skin. And honey, please be patient and extra sweet with yourself. You've been wearing those old, itchy, limiting belief sweaters for a long time, so it's okay if you accidentally put one back on every now and then when you're tired or stressed. Just notice it, give yourself a little hug, and say, oops, that's not my style anymore, and change back into your confidence cape. It's a practice, not a perfect. Every day you choose a kind thought over a mean one, you are winning. So here is your bestie homework for tonight. As you're drifting off to sleep and feeling all warm and cozy, I want you to look in your mental mirror and see the version of you who is totally confident and trusts themselves completely. How do they walk? How do they breathe? Feel that sense of, I've got my own back deep in your heart. Let that be the very last thing your brain thinks about before you dream. I believe in you so much, and I know that the most confident, radiant version of you is already inside, just waiting for you to say yes to them. You have the power to change your story from the inside out, one kind thought at a time. If this video helped you feel a little more in love with yourself today, give it a squeeze, a like, and subscribe to join our cozy family. We're all becoming our own best friends together. I'll see you in the next one. Stay sparkly.